guys, Carol here from Rock and Resin. It's been a while. I've took some time off, but I'm back, and I've decided to go with quite a large project for a change. And I'm going to, it's upside down for you guys. I'm going to be doing this tree of life, which is actually in the shape of a love heart. And it's really quite detailed when you get up to it, with little birds, the little bird there, leaves, little stars, etc. Now this is going to be for my own house. I have recently decorated my spare room, and this is where this is going to go, and I'm trying to fashion it or link it to the wallpaper, and I'll put up a picture of the wallpaper so you guys can see what I'm talking about, and if I can in editing I'll try and do a side by side, but essentially it's a mixture of all different colours, so hence why, maybe back a tiny bit so you can see my colours. We've got an array of colours here, so my thinking is to go with a in the leaves, to go with the chameleon powders, because I think they would work really well. For the stars I'm thinking about doing glitter. So I've got 6 different colour glitters here: a darker blue, a more turquoisey blue, a lighter pink, a darker pink, like a purple, and also another blue, but I'm thinking that's quite similar to that blue. I can't quite decide. Oh, out of focus. What do you reckon? I'm thinking they're quite similar, but I can't decide. So they're my colours. Now the birds, I was thinking about doing in just shimmer mica. So I've got 3 different colours here. I've got shining wine bronze, satin wine red, and satin mauve. And I was thinking about doing the birds all like brown, but I think that's a bit boring. So I'm thinking about doing the birds this colour. I'm going to give it a go and see what they look like, and just play it by you, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. And then yeah, so that's the plan. So as you know, using chameleon powders, you put the chameleon powder into the mould, which is what I intend to do, to push it in, and then you cover it in black, and it makes the chameleon powder stick out even more. That's the plan. But I'm concerned that if I put black over the back of the glitter, then it won't maybe show up as much. But then I'm thinking, if I put the glitter in, mix it in a little bit of clear resin, and really like pack it in the stars, so that when I put the black background on, the stars will be that like packed with glitter, the black won't affect the overall look on the other side. That's me thinking. Whether that's going to actually come to fruition or not, I don't know, but that's me thinking. So that is the plan, and then when this is all done, when it's all done and dusted, I'm going to mount it in a what do they call them when it's like a chunky frame, a box frame. I'm going to mount it in a box frame and put it up on the wall. That's the plan. That's the vision. So let's get going with this. Let me just make sure the mould is clean. Just make sure, double check that it's clean. Get my gloves on, get some brushes out and get ready to go. So I'll be back. I'm all gloved up now. Cleaned the mould. She says now and then just found somehow a epoxy bit of glitter in one of the leaf, which is very annoying, right in one of the leaves compartments. What I will say about what I will say about this mould is it is very intricate. Obviously there's a lot of cavities. I've just seen something else as well, annoying. So it's quite hard to make sure that you've got, you know, to make sure everything is perfectly clear. And there's also bits of it that obviously you're not actually going to fill with resin, so you think that there's like it's really dirty, but when you look closely it's not actually in the bits that you're actually going to put resin in, so it's not as bad as you think. Because there's like this section here which you won't have anything in it, because so it doesn't really matter. But what I found was the easy thing to do was to hold it up against the light, and obviously as the light shines through, I've got a little window here in my studio, and as the light shines through it shows up any dirt in the cavities, etc. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try these birds, because I'm a little bit undecided as to what exactly I'm going to do. I'm thinking the mica powder will look quite good, but I can't quite decide. Here next to me I've got on my other phone the picture of the colours that we're trying to emulate, and there is like a darky orangey brown in there, so I'm thinking it might work. Oh, I can see a reflection off the light. I'm hoping it will work, so let's give it a go. Let's just give it a go, Carol. So we're going to start with satin mauve. I don't know who makes these micas. I've had them probably since I started, and it was just an Amazon job really. So I'm sorry, I can't tell you who makes these colours. So where's our first bird? Here. Let's go with this. It's a bit of a mess. I think I put too much on the brush to start with, and it flicked in areas it's not supposed to flick. Cannot put so much on this time. He's a little big. Just make sure I get right in the corners. Okay, so there's bird number 1, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4 birds. There's 4 birds. So I'm actually thinking it might be a good idea to find a different colour, so there's 4 different colour birds. Then we've got this next one, which is satin wine red. Let's change the brush. So this bird looks more like it's perching. Okay, so that's bird number 2. And bird number 3 is shimmering wine bronze. Again, change the brush. So there's one more bird in the middle. I'm thinking satin red bronze. Does that go? Red bronze. Okay, so that's our 4 birds even. Oh, there's a 5th bird. Oh, okay. Maybe we will go with the red brown then. Do you know what? I can't count me. There's another bird. There's 6 birds. I really can't count.
Oh, what? Wait! Huh? Girl.
Guys, I just realised that I've coloured the last bird and realised that the video had stopped recording, so I do apologise, but I've just now done all 5 birds. I've 6 birds, and I've double checked and there is definitely no more birds, so we're good. So the last bird, the 6th bird, I decided to do satin mauve again because I quite like the reddy colour on that. The one benefit of doing it, pouring the painting the micra onto the mould first before you pour it, I suppose, if you don't like what you've done, you can wipe it off and start again. So now we're going to move on to doing the chameleon colours. Now I'm not going to show you me doing all of this because the video will be extremely long, so I'm just going to do a little bit and then go away, finish it off, and then I'll come back to you guys when we're ready to actually pour the resin. What I also did while the video had stopped, when the video had stopped, is I just cleaned up the areas where the birds are. It like overlapped where the resin is going to be, just with a micro brush, and just went round to make sure that there was no like overhang of where the next colour is going to be, so there's no like cross contamination, if you like. So yes, I just cleaned everything up so that the two colours won't run into each other. Like I say, just using this micro brush, just so that nothing will run into each other when we, there's a little bit on the edge there, nothing will run into each other when we come to do the other colours. So don't worry if it gets on the top of the mould, because you're not going to see that anyway. So so now I'm going to start colouring the leaves and in between, and going off the, just get my picture back up. So going off the colours, I can't make it exactly like that obviously, but what you will see is that the colours actually like run into each other. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go from like, I'm going to mix them in to get like next to each other. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like one colour at a time. I'm going to start with plum. These chameleon powders, I believe, are from Let's Resin, but I'll double check that. But I'm pretty sure these are Let's Resin chameleon powders. So we're going to start with plum. This is one of my favourite colours. I love this one. I'm just going to put a little of it on at a time, so we'll start here, I think. With the leaves, it's quite because like the leaves are quite detailed. They've got the vines in them, so you want to make sure that the powder doesn't get stuck in there, and the whole like section is covered. And I'm gonna bring it out down the actual thing itself a bit and out. like I say, because we're going to let the colours run into each other, it's not too much of a problem this time if it goes over the edge of the little compartment, because that's kind of the idea. But I do have a rogue bristle, so that's annoying. So I'm just gonna this bit outside of the leaf a bit, just a bit there, and this bit here on the other side, like that. Now we don't want them close together, so I want to make sure that they are well away from each other. So obviously the whole idea is that the colours are separate. Now there's a couple of them where there is like a cluster of leaves, so I'd like to do one of those clusters with this colour as well. So this section I'm going to bring it all the way out of the stalk. Into this little branch slightly. Like that. Then one up here. So you can see that I've just done quite a few little leaves there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a contrasting colour up to that colour, so you can see what I mean about mixing and matching. This time I'm going to use teal. Can you see that? Teal. And then you'll get the general idea what I'm doing, and then I'm going to go away and finish the rest of it off camera, because like I said, the video will be dead long otherwise, and then come back once it's done and we can go with pouring the resin. So with this one I'm gonna do this one here, getting all of the bits and pieces. and I'm coming all the way down the stalk to meet the pink. So all the way down to meet the pink. Try not to get any pink on your brush. Pick the pink up on your brush, because you don't want the pink to obviously go into the leaf. But just so you can see there, I'll take you down in a sec. I'll do a couple more and then I'll take you down in a sec so you can see what I mean. So I'll just do another one. Let's do this one here. I really hope this works. I've had this in my head for quite some time, and I've been thinking about it how I'm gonna make it work. So I'm hoping that it is gonna work, otherwise it's a lot of resin to waste if it looks rubbish. Sure, it won't look rubbish. Positive thinking, Carol, positive thinking. So I've done a couple where it meets the pink, and then I'm just going to do one more on camera where it doesn't meet the pink. Let's do this one. Obviously we don't want the colours to be close together either, because that'll just look a bit naff. We want to emulate what the wallpaper, I want different colours next to each other, so it makes it extra colourful. So bring it down the branch a bit, so it'll mix into whatever goes next to it. This brush isn't great, I don't know what's wrong with it. So I've brought you down so that you can see what I mean here. Try and keep the light with me. So as you can see on this colour, I've the pink and the blue have like amalgamated into each other in this section here. And then I've done one where it's separate on its own. Where's it gone? I've lost it there. And I've just brought it out the bottom of the branch and across what will be the supporting branch next to it. And I'm just going to carry on doing it like that, really. Just changing the colours up as I go along to make it as colourful as possible. There's another blue one there next to it, and you can see where I've brought the blue down into that. Oh, no you can't, because down here, sorry. Where I've just brought the blue and the pink together there, so these will mix into each other. Okay, so I'm going to go away now and colour the rest of it in, and I'm going to do a similar thing on the big trunk as well, I think, so it all ties in. and I'll see you guys when it's all coloured in for the next bit. Okay, see you soon.
I'm so sorry, but the reveal of the colored mold and pouring the black resin didn't record properly. So I've moved straight to the demold, but I can tell you I used 200 milliliters of J. Diction Crystal Clear Epoxy 2-part resin with black mica powder mixed in. And for the stars, I used glitter in UV resin to make sure no black ran into them and overpowered the glitter. The links for everything I have used in this project will be in the description below.
Hey guys, we are back to demold this little beauty. So it's nice and solid. So let's start getting this bit out. Fingers crossed. Need to be careful because it's obviously a lot of very intricate bits to this, and I don't want to break anything. Well, the colours have come off the mould, so that's a good sign. The mould is clean for the best part, it looks, so that's a good sign. The bit I filled in that I shouldn't have filled in. God, goodness gracious me, these are, this is a bit hair raising because some of these branches are not very thick and I'm a bit concerned about breaking them. As you can see guys, this is not actually coming out that easy, so I'm going to finish taking it off out the mould off camera. Okay, so I'm back. I finally managed to get it out of the mould, which is it's a bit of a mission, but we're there. So let's see what this looks like on the other side. What I have noticed is there's some glitter still in the bottom of the stars, so it would seem that the UV on some of them hasn't cured underneath, so I'll probably have to go over all of them and just make sure that everything's cured up as it's supposed to be. But they have worked, they're just not fully cured on both sides, so I'll have to, it's just a case of going around with the torch and just going underneath and going over the bits that are not quite cured. But let's just see what it looks like. Oh, I'm very nervous, very nervous. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh wow, yes, that's brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm so pleased. Look, it worked. It totally worked. Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased and I'm so relieved. Let me just bring it up so you can see. The colours have totally worked. It's all blended in like it is on the wallpaper that I was trying to emulate. I'll put the picture of that back up side by side so you can see what it looks like, but I am so pleased. Oh, I'm so pleased. So relieved. Excellent. So it's just a case of going around and tidying up the bits that have you know, these little bits here that have still stuck on. I go around with my deburring tool and get them off, but yeah, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with it. So now the plan will be to mount it in a box frame and then put it up on the wall. So I'll post a picture of it. Once I've done that, I'll post a picture up of it, and so you can see the finished mounted article. So let me know what you think. Put any comments or anything like that, any thoughts in the comment section below. I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts. Like I say, this is not for sale. This is for my own house. But I am really chuffed with the way it's come out. I'm really pleased. Excellent. Okay, thanks very much, guys, and please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, hitting the subscribe button, and also the bell, so you can get notifications of when I'm posting next. Okay, thanks again, guys. See you soon. Bye.